Hello, fellow Minecrafters. My name is Night Raven, here with...
Editing Bug, and today we're going to show you our studio and a world tour of the Ourcraft server as promised.
Normally, we would cut right into the video, but not this time.
This time we're going to talk a little bit about the studio.
It was really fun to design. I was going for a mom's basement aesthetic.
Simple dark wood paneling, trim around the floor, and a white roof.
It didn't take long for us to get the materials.
Us?
Yes, us. Well, I did most of the work, but you were there too.
Right. Can we just show the time lapse of us building it?
Sure. Let's go. Oh, hello there. We were just watching some TV.
Gotta say the graphics are pretty nice on this. It's a nice 1x1 TV. Some nice pixelation in there.
It's a 16 by 16 aspect ratio. What's not to like? Alright.
Everything.
Well, as you can see over here is this pristine new studio that we always do our videos in. The nice speaker heads that totally weren't my head decapitated. We don't have to talk about that. We can just move on, right? I'm stuck.
And then we move on to the lovely living room with, again, the beautiful... You left your shulker box there?
It had nothing to do with our failed attempt at making a couch that you could sit in. We'll just, cut.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is just like a very simple bedroom. I took some of these designs from other people, but overall I think it looks nice.
Got a lovely little computer here. A nice mouse, beautiful top of the line screen. Some surround sound above.
Someone might have forgot your keyboard.
It's so advanced that you don't need a keyboard to use it.
Oh, it like portrays a hologram.
It reads your mind.
Oh, that's so cool. Well, then why is there a mouse? It's not that advanced yet.
Still working on that one.
Oh, okay. Nice
And
little
then
PC
in
over
here,
here. Too.
just a very, very ugly bathroom.
It's very nice. You got the nice accent wall. When else are you gonna use glazed terracotta? You got a nice poopery
It should never be used.
that you can't even. Anyways, I'm stuck. Ignore the item frame there. That's it's still in a
And then
renovation.
You got a nice little closet in here.
Yeah, with a green screen that has a hole in it. What happened there? Let's slowly leave. Just slowly walk away. Okay. So, we also, as you've seen, have this decently sized living room. Some hooks to hang stuff. Put stuff on the floor over here.
And then a beautiful exit.
Yeah, it goes right up into this house that we will preview later.
My unfinished house.
The one thing that I definitely wanted to do was make a difference from the outside wall of this basement. Like, maybe what the constructors did at the beginning of, like, when this house was created. The constructors made these outside walls, and what we did was re-add afterwards these inside walls to make the different rooms so that it didn't look, like, fully open, because we need a recording studio and a living room, because, you know, moms have to have some space in their basement. It's their basement. So this is the hall.
This is our central base of operations where we store all of our items. It goes all the way down to bedrock down there and is sort of inlaid in a mountain that we started with. At the beginning of the server, I had an idea to build a massive storage system and then to structure the entire base around it. And I just didn't really know what to do, and I wanted to try to do something a little different. So I started with a circle. I don't know why, because it took me forever to actually originally design the circle. But I started digging down, and then it was just this massive project with the both of us trying to just dig all the way down to bedrock this entire area. We really didn't have an idea for what it was going to be yet. We fixed up the sides so they were all stone, and we started building the pathway with this dark oak going down, adding the lights. We had the idea to make this our storage system, put categories for each of the different items, and it stores almost all of our items other than different farms that we have, but it's nice. It's very easy for sorting, which I don't really do. Yeah, that would be Vinny's job.
So that was a brief time lapse of me sorting, while Wayne here was talking a little bit about the history of the hole.
And now down here we're at the bottom at bedrock, and this is the vault where we store all of the riches.
Yes.
Yeah, we're just gonna put in this super secret combination.
We'll start over here at the gold. Ladies first.
Wow, it's low. It's just a regular basic vault.
Pretty
Got
simple.
obsidian around everything to keep it nice and secure from TNT.
All the way through. Very secure. You can even blow out some TNT.
I mean, we had to test it just in case. Didn't want to risk getting our stuff stolen.
That's true.
Iron vault, same design.
Yeah, same exact design.
And over here, come on, being slow.
I mean,
Got
I'm
some
trying.
diamonds.
Yes, with our top secret button that no one will ever see. Going all the way into our
Netherite.
netherite. With our 4 ancient debris. Were you trying to...
No.
Anyways, I'm going to start counting up these diamonds. We have 21 ore here. 16... Wayne? Alright, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for doing that in the last video. Your dead body was just so tempting. But can we finish the tour now?
Alright, fine.
So this is our treehouse. It's basically our starter base.
This was the first major project, and we built it while we were building the hole. It started out as one tall tree, and whenever we needed more space, we just kept extending it. If we go down here, this used to be our storage area where we used to store all of our items. There were a ton of chests here. It was a mess.
I'll show a picture of that now.
Down here, we have a little potion area. It's a nice little area.
The brewing stands may be missing.
Of course it is.
Yeah, I mean, it's not me.
It's a little guest room down here. No one ended up taking.
It's kind of a mess. I should probably clean this up a little bit. Another video?
Yeah.
Probably not. Probably.
And then just enchanting, disenchanting, anvil.
I would show you that it's max enchants, but I don't have anything to enchant, so.
This used to be our smeltery area, but we actually ended up moving that one over here.
Yes, a little bit bigger. There's a bunch of coal in here, and we probably could use that in other spaces.
And then here, this was just a bed that we all used.
All my cats are spread around. Some of them are down there. Some are around the base to try to keep away creepers.
And some of them are non-living.
Yes, some of them are non-living.
Definitely not as a result of me.
Yes, what?
Don't really know why, but we have another enchanting setup, max again.
Well, this is a little bit more easier to get to, and there was nothing really here, so I wanted to add something.
As we said earlier, this was our starter base, and we sort of moved this whole village off of this point, especially because of the hole.
Right.
And then, with a quite recent addition, this used to be another portal, but now it is a storage system for a not so simple but nice looking flower farm, which is actually over here. So we had an empty space over here that we wanted to fill up, but we didn't really have anything, so we were just putting some flowers around here, and I had the idea to make a farm out of it. So if you're just flying in, it just looks like a nice little flower area, but it's actually a fully automatic farm.
Efficiency is debatable, but basically what happens, and I can go more in depth in a full farms video that may or may not be coming out later, but basically, simple version is we put bone meal in here, it activates the farm, sending these grass blocks right here upwards, so that when this dispenses the bone meal on this flower, most of it stays in, because the objective of this farm was not to make it the most efficient or the best, but just to make it to look good and also have some functionality. So basically, you put in your bone meal and you get your rose bushes out, or whatever you're using. So now this right here is a shulker loader portion of the farm, which was an addition that I added later. So basically what happens is you put shulker boxes in here. I didn't add them in yet, but you should get them out here. Now, if you flick the lever, you'll get a new shulker box back, or the shulker box you used. You turn it on, and then basically what you want to do is turn it on if you're going to use it, then put in a shulker box, and then it will load that shulker box into the system and send it back to you when it's full or when you flick the lever. So if you're done AFKing and you don't have a full shulker box, you can flick the lever to turn it off, and you'll get any shulker boxes that are not completely full yet. Which, filled? Full. Whatever. So basically, this is just like a very simple area with a bunch of flowers and then a very not efficient farm that kind of also looks nice.
It looks nice. And now we move on over here to our lovely farming area.
Yes. So we initially started this really early on, making these patches of different things. It was a little bit mismatching. It was a little bit mismatched. So what I did was try to make it a little bit more symmetrical with putting all of these in like an array. Put some nether wart in the middle because we needed some of that. So I just cleaned it up a little bit.
Yeah, we use this a lot for our early villager trading.
Yes.
It's very helpful with Dennis and Solari.
We'll come to them later. It's a sad story.
Here we have a chicken farm, egg farm.
Well, basically what ended up happening was the eggs were clogging up the system so badly that we weren't getting any chicken from it. So underneath this, I made a very crude item sorter when I was not really good at redstone. So I might come back to that. My plan was to make a chest area over here, but I saw something on Instagram about a entire nether portal inside of a cliff face, and I thought it was just too perfect, so I added that over here. And we'll go into the nether a little bit later. This area doesn't just include the simple crops, but also cocoa beans and like sugarcane, cactus, bamboo.
Yeah, and this area wasn't really made for too much efficiency. Well, we have some other farms for these things that do work on efficiency. This is just based on aesthetics now in this area.
Which, debatable in the aesthetics, but nostalgia.
Yeah.
Nostalgia.
Yeah, I was tried. And then over here we have our smeltery. This is the outside area for aesthetics.
Yes. We even
Little
have
blacksmith side.
an entire netherite bar here. Oh no. But I thought it was kind of cool. I have the Vanilla Tweaks like damaged sword resource pack on, along with I put some anvils here to make it look like maybe someone's crafting a sword, upgrading one. But yeah, very
We
simple.
also have a nice little burned out campfire roof.
Yes.
Which really is a nice block.
Yeah, it's very versatile with the amount of stuff you can do.
And then in here, this actually is a functional building.
Yes.
It's a mini super smelter.
It's a Wells Knight design. I'll leave it in the description.
Just you put your stuff you want to smelt in here, and then fuel in the bottom, and then just send them off.
Yeah, and you will get back.
And they'll evenly disperse throughout the dispensers, and they just come into these two chests.
Yes.
Simple. It's not the best, but it's definitely simple.
Yeah, 16 furnaces per one, I guess. We do have this little apartment up here. Someone was supposed to move in, but it just didn't work out yet, so they might come back later, but don't expect them. We have a couple of simple enchant stuff. Just kind of the basics as much as I could get with the Elytra chestplate data pack that Vanilla Tweaks uses. So, yeah, this is just a simple chest with a bunch of starter stuff if someone wants to join the server. But if we move on, we can get over to what is my house.
Got a nice garbage can here, and no trespassing sign. Not really sure what that's about.
Yeah, totally not, because someone barged in when I was happily in my house with a warrant from a judge that wasn't he wasn't the most lawful. We'll just say that.
And this is actually a really cool function right here. I have one in my house as well, and it's a direct line to the Vinny sort chest. So if you just got some junk in here, let's say a water bucket, you just drop that in there, and it's going to go all the way back to the hole from the chest where Vinny sorts. And then over here, there's a nice little patio. Nice. Ow. Campfire.
Yeah, nice little
Music
barbecue.
player. Oh, it's a barbecue.
Do you know what a jukebox looks like?
You would have gotten me on that one.
Oh my. Okay.
Down here, just cover this. Very, very.
It's a keg cellar.
It's a cellar.
Yeah, with some
Not
kegs.
really sure about the kegs, but
Yeah.
another porch here with another fire that will burn you.
You have first-hand experience, I guess.
Another dining room table.
Yeah, one for more formal occasions, and then a little sitting area.
Sofa.
Yeah.
Then you got some maps here to foreshadow what we're going to be looking at later. This is actually our witch farm.
Yep. Now there is over here down in this area, there's a flower forest, I think. I don't know where I'm pointing. Yeah, right here. Or here. Somewhere on the map, there's a flower forest. And because it's very close to a swamp, I think it'd be a very cool idea to add a flower farm right there that also includes the swamp. So that when we AFK at one, maybe even just AFKing at the witch farm, you get all different types of
blue
flowers.
orchids and the tulips. Yeah.
Could be cool.
And then up here, a massive room.
Yes. All the different types of armor in order, I think. Just a wall of books, because who doesn't like to read except for me and you?
Everyone. No one likes reading. Ever.
I do have this journal in here where I don't really use it as much. I might start, so like every single time we come back to a video, I can just show off what I've been doing off camera, and I'll have like pretty detailed. This is an actual bed that apparently I can sleep in because it's night.
Over here, a massive bed with Doggo the Third, who he's been around for a very long time.
Yeah, there's been a Doggo the Second, Doggo the First. We'll talk with them a little.
And just a Doggo.
Yes, Doggo.
There was just an original Doggo.
Right.
There's been a lot of Doggos past.
Yeah, some from natural causes, like this guy right here. That's not the exact guy, but you know. And some from some not so natural causes.
Yeah,
certain Wayne down there. This is my simple bathroom. A little shower here, little sink, nice little toileroo, and a little bathtub. Oh, I also have this very convenient bed thing, which doesn't work very well. But if I come in here and I spam the spacebar, I can leave. I can escape. So when Wayne comes looking for me with a false document, oh no, all right, we're going out the front door. It seems.
Yeah, that's such a great hiding spot.
It's not meant to be a hiding spot, but like I can barricade my door if you're ever gonna try to barge in and then escape through the window.
Anyways, over here we have one of my builds, one of the few in the actual village. A rocket and banner shop. We got some free rockets for anyone on the server.
Thanks.
Just it's always a pain having to craft them all. And then just some banners that we have. These are definitely not my original designs, but
yeah, I'm not gonna find them all. If you look up cool banner designs,
you'll find them. Yeah, and these are all the banners that we have actually made in this barrel up here.
Yeah, all of them are used somewhere except for this. This is a fail, but most of them are used everywhere. Not everywhere, but they're used somewhere in all of Ourcraft on the server. And here are just excess banners and then unused ones.
And then in here you have sticks, any banners that are already made, banner patterns. Then you have most of your wool types, and then most of your dye types.
Yeah, gray is clumped together, but
yeah,
I mean, it wouldn't be even otherwise, and gray is it's fine. Yeah.
And then up here, pretty much everything you'd need to actually make custom rockets. There's some examples in here.
Oh, there is?
And then, moving on.
We're going to go to the court next. Which is this building that totally doesn't look like it's been chopped in half. Once you see it, you'll never unsee it.
And in here, we've got the beautiful courtroom here. The law at work.
A lot of torches because this place is very not safe. You got Judge Judy and a plaintiff. Is that the right word? I don't know if that's the right word. Moving on, we have our jury with a bunch of random names that I found. Ed Van Werp. Don't you know him?
Yeah, he was the old judge.
Yeah, until he gave you a warrant to search my house, and then there was nothing there, and you know.
Yeah, he got fired.
Yeah.
That was sad.
I don't know why he's in the jury now, but you know.
He got called.
He got called. As soon as he got fired, he got called for eternity. These are just different books. Like, I scavenged some warped stems. A lot of them, actually. That was very much a pain. Getting these nether, different wood types is like one of the worst things if you don't have a farm to already do it.
Yeah, they're tough.
These are different build projects, like I worked on his roof. I also did the roof over in the banner shop. And then this is
Yeah, I'm not good with roofs.
a farm book. Very simple. They don't really mean anything. They were gonna be IOUs, but then I realized it's just like, we're just having fun.
Yeah, it's not worth it.
Over here is the warrant that. Over here is the warrants Ed Van Werp gave. Here was our server agreement that had Wayne's name on it, but it was on the last page, and I wasn't going to show that, but he ended up breaking it anyway, so you're not going to see the first page. Moving on.
Exactly.
Let's go over to the market.
I mean, Wayne is my name. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, yeah. Never mind. Yeah. This is just a very, very simple market. This is basically, this idea was ripped straight from someone named Waddles. I'll put that in the description as well. But basically what he did was put a bunch of sheep, put a sheep farm here, and then add different color corresponding like market stalls, just to show off like what each of them do, just in case like run out of shears or whatever. Like over here, we ran out of shears. It's a very, very simple design. If an observer underneath the dispenser detects that there is a change in block state, it will dispense, and activating a redstone that will activate the dispenser with shears in it.
It's very, very simple, and gets us all the wool we would ever need.
Except for one small flaw that I haven't fixed yet, and it's really annoying, but we don't have to talk about that. Down here is just very simple storage. I didn't make it color coordinated because what I ended up doing was making it so that there's two sides of the farm. There's this side, which goes off into the distance, unlike this side, and then one going towards the village, which is I'm saying side a lot, but yeah. So I didn't split it up color corresponding, but yeah. And there's also some carpet storage down there as well.
And then this was my build in here.
Yes, this is one of the only builds in the entire server that I actually kind of like.
Wow, thank you.
Well, it's the only kind of build that you've done that's a little bit different than just.
Yeah,
like
I never
simple.
really do any aesthetic builds. But this is the cemetery.
Yes,
So
right
it's
here.
Nice.
As previously mentioned, we have Dennis. That's Solari. Dennis and Solari.
They were our favorite villagers. And they died.
A zombie escaped from our little converter setup, which we'll show a little bit later, and a golem got them both. And we made this tree to represent life, even though they've sadly passed.
Yeah, that was a shame. They took hours to get. Their trades were 0 emeralds for everything, and it was amazing.
Over here is Doggo the First. He died. A player. Wonder who that could have been. And Doggo the Second sadly passed from a skeleton. 2019. Wait, when was it? 2018. Wow, the server's been around for a while. Let's not show that grave because we don't talk about that person. And let's just move on. We're going to go to the animal pens next. Okay, so this is just a very simple, like, animal pen. A bunch of different dirt kind of blocks. At least 2 of every animal. Well, I don't think there's 2 horses. But we found a bunch of skeleton horses. I brought them over here. I mean, why not? So I made a big stall for them. A little chicken pen right there, which we have our chicken farm.
Never really understood why we had the chicken pen when we have a separate chicken farm, but...
Well, it's just because I wanted all the animals over here. Well, we also have this cow farm, even though we have a cow crusher over there.
Yeah, fair.
We'll come back to that. But moving on.
I have a nice simple little tree farm that I designed a while back. It holds all the different tree types normally. I want dark oak's not grow. And it's symbolized by the different planks on the sides where they intersect if they're next to each other. I like it. It's nice. It just gives some clarity to what farm you're in.
Right.
Especially when people just break the trees and don't replant them.
Hey, we had a big project coming, okay?
And don't replant them.
We had a big project we had to get done, all right?
Them.
We had a big project, which we'll show a little bit later.
So when people do that, it's very, very nice to know where stuff goes.
Okay.
And I don't know. I just like it. It's simple. And
we get it, Wayne. We get it. Yeah, it's more of like if we need a couple pieces of wood, we come over here, replant it unless we're in a hurry.
Or just
But
ever.
okay. We have this very simple pathway. It's turning nighttime. We have this very simple pathway that takes us to the vine farm.
Yeah, I can take zero responsibility for this except having AFK'd in it.
Yeah, that's true.
It's very, very simple. Vinny made this one. It's a nice build on the outside, but this is very, very simple. Just the water pushes you depending on what pressure plate you're on,
Mm-hmm.
and then you get vines.
Yeah, I might make a video on all of the redstone stuff as I said before. So basically, yeah, you put some shears in there, you turn it on, and it will dispense shears up into this dispenser, and it will always try to give you a shear every time. And it's not the most efficient thing, but this is the only kind of vine farm that I could find that was just
Plus,
fully AFK-able.
we didn't need something advanced. We just needed something basic and easy that we could AFK for vines, especially with this build.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
build actually, it was funny. Vinny went for a rustic decaying build, and he used all of our vines in making it. So we really needed hate phantoms.
Yeah, everyone hates phantoms. I wonder who brought those into the game. All you people that voted for the phantoms and thought it'd be a good idea. But yeah, very very simple design. I did end up running out of vines to put in the farm, and I had to start scavenging around this build because I didn't actually
Used
put in the
all of
vines
them.
first. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
that was brilliant.
we can go across this empty space that totally did not used to be a bee farm. Wayne, can you go sleep? Yes,
Yep,
thank
doing
you.
that now.
Oh, you got here quick. Alright, so we're going to move on to this very simple cliffside. I'm actually kind of proud of this. I wanted to go for something... These phantoms are very loud. Moving on. I wanted to make this big little cliffside. That's... whatever. It's a cliffside, kind of, with some rocks.
Yeah, you make it.
Yeah.
It started out on the other side of this mountain because again, we based everything off of this mountain, and it was pretty ugly, but it was high enough for the hole because that was the whole plan. That's why we actually settled here, and we started, at least Vinny started making this cliffside aesthetic on the other side of the mountain, and then I just asked him to continue it around. And it looks really nice.
Yeah, I really like this kind of aesthetic. And it's
We
raining again. Cool.
also built it over here.
Yep, it's behind us in this very cool kind of spruce farm. It's thundering. Can you get worse timing than... This is just like a very simple little cliffside that I wanted to make it so this podzol, because I don't think it's an ugly block, but I don't think it's the best block, so I wanted to make it so that it was like corrupting the ground, as like mycelium would, and then also have a little bit of aesthetic with these trees. Moving on to somewhere where we're not going to get rained on, we can come over to the DeLorean. If you know what this is, put it in the comments. We also have this very very simple snow farm that basically you break the snow with a shovel. If it's silk touch, that's fine. It'll go through the system because I made a data pack for converting snow layers into blocks via the crafting table. And you break the snowballs, it will go either into this hopper because it's coming towards you in your inventory, which mostly should be filled up, or through the crafting table via hopper minecarts into this big storage system. So yeah, that's that. I think I used all of the snow so far to make a map, which I'll show on screen now. We didn't finish it, and we'll review it later, but yeah.
Then we go over here, which was probably our second build. I did this one. This is our villager trading center.
Yes.
This rail will show you it actually goes to a villager breeder closer to my house.
Which again we'll show later.
We have the key books in these 5 rooms. I sort of want to try to make it a jail cell look, but also the cave. And we have all the main books in here. This is our setup for getting better trades with Bob. This was the Bob that took Dennis and Solari.
Right, this is definitely not Bob the second.
This is the new Limu and Emu. Replace Dennis and Solari.
And oh, this guy needs to be named Doug.
Yes, it should.
But yeah, we have a bunch of stuff in here, and if we click the secret... Wait, where's the secret?
Oh yeah, there's a secret button.
Secret
It's
button.
in there.
Then we can get
We
to
have
our...
no emeralds.
Oh yeah, it's all my shulker bot. Here, let me show you the emeralds that we have.
It's
I can't get
oh,
out.
alright.
I'm trapped!
Helpless.
Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah, right here, that's TNT. Yeah, so we have a decent amount of emeralds. We also have 2 floors to this place. One that comes down here. We don't have these labeled, but there's some villagers in some of these.
Mm.
Isn't there also another
books.
secret passage?
There is there? Yes, there is.
Yay!
I sort of forgot about this for a while. This was just going to be like mass amounts of villagers in here. There actually are still some down here. Like just for all the bow enchantments, all the sword enchantments, all the armor enchantments. Actually, no, armor is above us. But these were going to be for like weapons, all different weapons enchantments.
Yeah.
And I just really didn't want to figure out an exit, so
Hi, Editing Raven here. I wanted to explain a couple game rules that we have on the server. The first being fire tick. We have this on for a couple reasons. We don't want a single lightning bolt to destroy our entire village, and we also want to utilize fire in our builds. The second game rule that we have changed is keep inventory. We've had this on for the longest time, and I feel it's the right time to change that. We just started a new YouTube channel, and I really don't like dying over and over and going back to the bed without consequences. It just doesn't feel right within Minecraft. So, as you'll see in this next clip, we're going to change that. We are going to turn keep inventory off for the first time in a couple years. I'm going to change some of my enchantments. Wait. I lied, I have the best enchantments in the game, in my opinion, which is all protection and then one fire. But if you want to turn keep inventory off, then we can do that. That's fine.
it's done. Don't die. Catch you on the flip side. And in here, now that we've escaped the dungeon, we have our temporary storage for major projects. So if we're ever building something huge, we would just store shulker boxes and label them above with everything that's in them.
Yep, we did this quite recently with our Christmas build because we needed a ton of resources for it. So
Yeah, that took a long time.
Yeah, we laid it all out. I wish I could made a video, but I just got the new computer. Because we made the build before Christmas, so you know. But yeah, it's raining again. What is our luck? Anyways.
And you did forget to mention, which you sort of alluded to, we have a cow farm here.
Very simple. Just they pop up here. There's a button missing to let them back down, but yeah. Entity cramming 21 in one block will unlive them, and we will have beef. It's inconvenient though because you have to cook the beef, so I just go with the chicken most of the time. Yeah.
Yeah.
And here's a little bit of how it works. Very, very simple auto dropper that I like to use a lot of the time. This is to protect the lava. It's not really used because it's really annoying because there's hoppers, and this is very not efficient, but it works.
Gives us our
it definitely
chicken.
works. Oh, no. Okay, so we can continue upwards.
Back up, we have
Over my beautiful, beautiful bridge. It's wonderful now, isn't it?
not really.
Yeah, okay, fine. GC, you don't have to be that harsh. But this...
We have world spawn.
Yes,
right
this
here.
is world spawn. Thought it would be really cool to surround everything with just my custom little trees, which I originally made over there with this cliffside. Wanted to give a little bit more variety over there, so I thought it'd be really cool to make a custom tree, and I kind of really liked how it turned out. So I made a bunch of them around here, along with this fountain that Wayne designed. And there's just every beacon type plus one, I think, which was a pain because you don't have a wither skeleton farm, which we'll talk a little bit about later. But yeah, put all the beacons down here. Now we have all the effects most around the base. In the hole, it kind of cuts out because we're getting pretty far away, but I thought this would make sense because it's like world spawn, you know.
And then over here, it's the clock tower you built.
Yes. So basically, we can go all the way up and up to the top secret, very important thing at the very, very top that everyone has to see. Yeah, a bell.
Could have just saved us all the trouble.
At one point, I had this clock tower running down into two poles, like Back to the Future, but it looked very terrible because there's not like wire in this game, and even iron bars don't really work well.
It
So
looked horrible,
yeah.
and I destroyed it as soon as I saw it.
Ow. Well, that slime really didn't help. I held shift. All right. Well, we can go into our mine.
Anyways, again, it's another project that I can't take responsibility for, except having used it.
Yeah.
Just jump down. There's water. And then this is our mines.
A secret kind of feature. It's not really a secret, but you can waterlog blocks and fall into them. It doesn't matter. So most of the time, what we use is chests because you can just walk immediately out. But I thought that would look kind of weird here, so I used slabs because it was something that could be waterlogged, easily getting out of, but it wasn't. It wasn't
still
like
easy.
Yeah, non-aesthetic.
And then here's our extendable mine.
Hey, diamonds.
They're just strip mines down, and some ores around here.
We can
Just
kind of
make it
show
look
off
nice.
the different what's it called, beacons over here, coming down pretty much to bedrock down there. Oh no. Okay, this is a.
I'm out. You can have fun.
How did you? Okay, in my defense, I know I don't get one of those, but in my defense, it looked really bad in the other way. Okay.
Anyhow, and here's the exit of the mines. It's just a nice little portaloo.
Portaloo. Yes, that's sure.
That is it.
Mm-hmm. So we can walk all the way over to my conveniently placed boat that someone's gonna let me drive. But yeah, we have this nice little beach area.
Yeah, it took a while, but I cleaned up the bottom of this whole little pond area, making it somewhat uniform, and I think it looks nice.
Yeah. We also have this big rock formation that I added on.
This was the beginning of the cliffsides. And then over here,
We have the shack.
the boat.
That actually.
And this is the other build that I somewhat take responsibility for.
Yeah. You design the outshell. You basically, you're like the idea guy. You come up with the ideas, and then I come in afterwards and kind of polish them up a little bit. Like I added an interior, fixed the roof up. But overall, this is not my idea or design. This is all Wayne.
And this is just for our fish and then all the different flower types, because we don't really have enough space in the hole for them. Plus, with stuff like this, we just like to have one area where they all are. And it's not even that far away from the hole, so it's just, if we ever need flowers to brighten up a build, they're just all here.
Right. So we're going to go over to our original sugarcane farm, but we already expanded that, so. Or we made something which we'll show later, so we changed just a little bit.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't been here in a very, very long time.
Oh. Why is this
so? It's not sugarcane anymore.
Why is there so many entities on the ground?
When did you change this?
Oh. Hey, sugarcane.
When did you change this?
To be honest, I don't remember. It must have been when we made the sugarcane farm in the Redstone Island that I just expanded this, I guess.
I haven't been here since the old sugarcane farm, so wow.
Oh, this is very backed up. Well, okay then. Got this nice little hipster door. And I'm stuck. I said nice little hipster door. That has... There we go.
It's always fun trying to find the right button.
We can head back. Right now, what we're going to go do is show off my amazing wizard tower, which we can't really get into yet, so let's just fly up to the very top first. So, this is a great outlook to what we've already done so far. So, like the banner shop, court clock, my house, the smeltery, the treehouse and stuff. All the way over there is the spruce little biome type thing. So this is just a good recap spot. So, if we look behind us, the demolition expert, a certain Wayne, blew up a big portion of this mountain because what we're going to put here is a huge potion brewery. Now, it's not the most efficient, but I will kind of explain exactly what it does, but it's very, very big, so we needed this big area, and what we'll do is we'll cover over the whole thing with another mountain so it doesn't look bad, but it will all be connected from the side of this clock tower. So,
You'd think that this hole didn't take too long, but it was a pain.
I think the Lorax showed up. Yeah,
Yeah. It was arguing that I broke down that birch tree.
Yeah, one birch tree. You know how unstable the tree economy will be if you break down one oak.
You mean ecosystem?
No, economy.
Trees don't have an economy.
Yeah, but people do. Anyways, this is the very, very top, a little bed. This is not really for practical use. It's just like a little build if you want to come in until we get to the bottom. Like, this isn't the bottom, but once we go all the way down through all of this warped vines and these chests, we get down to the only part of the build that's actually going to be usable. Well, we're going to come in, maybe. Is going to be this, which I'll break out the wall, and we'll have it go into a cave with every single thing in there. I will show a quick overview, or like a picture of what the cave looks like and all the stuff now, and expect that video in the next couple weeks.
And as we move on over here to
the skeleton
just a general
farm.
base expansion, we have our original skeleton farm, which I built.
Yes, I mean, you made it work, and then I made it not work, but
yeah, you broke it.
If we flick this lever, it turns on the farm. I think that's how it works. Yeah.
It's XP powered by dogs.
Yeah.
We also, when we started, we had a cobblestone generator here.
As you can see, the farm doesn't even function.
It
skeleton
used to
got
work
stuck
until Vinny felt like changing it from what it worked.
Yep, there's a skeleton coming up right now. But yeah, so it's because Xeon made this video on this super cool skeleton farm design that made it so you could have multiple dogs. But when I changed it, I think I messed up his design, and also on top of that, the design that I went for doesn't work fully. So basically what you have to do now is I took out all of them, and now you can just swing and get bones if needed. So it still functions, it's just not as AFK-able, but that's not a problem because we have other XP. Other ways of getting XP much, much faster.
This was, again, just an easy starter farm.
And we have this nice little cobblestone array that you can break and get some cobblestone. That's a very starter. We have a much more advanced one that gets like thousands of cobblestone per hour, which we will show a little bit later in our redstone island.
And further west of our base, we have a pier that is facing one of our ships that is leaving the dock to go towards the ocean, which is that way. And our plan is to make a little town or a little shipping town on this side of the pier.
Like storefronts.
And this pier extends all the way over here to where we actually have access to the waterfront, and then we're sort of trying to make it decay as it goes on. It's definitely not finished yet, but this is another big project you guys will probably see
the evolution of, right?
Somewhat soon, yeah.
Yeah. So, going from our pier to a build that me and one other person, his name was Matt. He was on the server. He's still whitelisted, so if he wants to come back, he is entirely welcome to it. But he made this boat with me, and there's another boat way in the distance, which we will show off later, which is much bigger. But we built this little dock here that goes up into this nice boat. That was entirely me. No one else helped me with it.
Yeah, I was one that did all the aesthetics for it, but not mine at all.
Very, very, very simple little stuff that Wayne here designed. I came in and improved it because it did look very nice. But
it was tough because it was a very unflat area, so it was a little tough to make it look nice while trying to sort of flatten it out a little bit while still adding some details in it.
Right. Yeah. Very simple details.
It was fun, but it wasn't the easiest thing, especially because the boat was just a big V underneath.
Right. So there's a couple ways of getting in through these little, I don't really know what they're called, but they're always in like these boats, or they have these little like hatches. But you can also come in through the captain's quarters with the flag with the mast or whatever I don't know what it's called. I'm not a boat engineer, but I was told by someone that does know about boats that if it was docked that there wouldn't be any like
There
whatever it's
would
called.
be. It would just be tied up. It's called a
Right.
mast.
And it'd be a
A
big
sail or a mast.
Okay, well. That shows my knowledge of the subject. But
Moving on.
yeah, we can go on to the
My wonderful unfinished house.
right. Now I think it's finished enough to show off. Like the interior is there. It's just not there.
Definitely
Like
not
furnished
finished.
is not there. But
And you can start to see a little bit the back of the boat in the distance.
Yep. So, if we go in, we can show this is actually where our studio is. If we walk right through here and go down, our studio is right here. And basically, we have this grand entrance. It was meant to be like a manor. So I'll let Wayne take it away since it's his house.
Yeah, it took a while to design, but I sort of wanted to have it somewhat modern with some dark and light colors, especially with little quartz stairs here. This is the finished kitchen, like the one part of the build that actually is finished. A nice little dining room here, nothing special. And of course, the torch spam is awful, but again, it's not finished, so hidden lights haven't really been added yet.
Yeah, I
A
try
nice
to make
little-
it uniform, but it's kind of hard with torches
Yeah,
that are on
the
like
torches
the
are a
table.
little tough. A nice little TV watching another episode of Exploding Creeper.
Yeah. Well,
In here, this was my office before the studio. 2 computers.
one of
And
them's
then
off. Totally not because I had to replace a painting or anything.
and then this is just like the other storage system in Vinny's house, where if you put anything in it, it'll get shipped off to the chest in the
Yes.
hole.
For me to sort. My favorite.
In here, a nice little bathroom. Again, a little bit of the modern aesthetic, but sort of tucked away here in the corner.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. I think we
And
still
then
have
up here
our
we get to
we still have our chests and stuff here.
yeah.
This
This
was a birthday
is where
present.
you start to get unfinished.
Well, I mean, yeah. So we just have a bunch of stuff here. But if we
And
move in
the
here,
hallway, I guess you could say the hallway is finished with the carpets. And then you really get the manor feel with the high ceilings here, with the layer above. Then you also can get up here straight from the entrance.
my wonderful roofing and top floor. So I did the roof and the top floor. I'm happy with the result. And also all these rooms, they have uniform torches. This one
Yeah,
has
not
like a
finished.
start, but yeah. We didn't, I don't think we're gonna make a video about it, but we'll certainly try to show it off when
And
it's all
then
done.
there's just a massive attic space up here.
Yes, it's very nice. Wonder who could have built this amazingness. I do definitely like this where you can look off and like if someone's coming, and let's reenact right here. You stand here looking down at me, and I'll look up. Okay. Oh, what? Calm down.
So if there's any intruders, you can deal with them swiftly.
Yeah. Wonder who they're gonna be. All right, let's head this way now to the villager breeder.
Get out of here.
We're not really supposed to be in here. Oops. No.
Really wish we could show this, because this is amazing, just watching this struggle of embarrassment.